stuck here. The cops won't bother me. As I am about to clean this throttle body, and I've never really cleaned a throttle body. Most of the time I've been just working with carburetors, but because this bike has got some weird stumble and I'm just waiting for parts, I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and try and clean it. Moving all the electrical components, and this is the, actually I can just remove this entirely. This is the fuel injector, and we're going to be cleaning the fuel injector as well. Might as well. So I'm going to take that apart. Alright, remove this, and now we have the cables removed. There's another one here on the side. I'm just going to push this in because I don't want it to fall into the hole. We are going to be removing this. We're going to loosen this up. And sometimes it could be just a vacuum leak that's happening. So we're going to be able to squeeze that out. And I usually don't remove the bolts entirely. This left side you have a flat clamp here. I don't know why there's two. It should be two Phillips heads. It makes more sense. But we're going to remove this. So this is a Kymco 500 Xciting, and this is the throttle cables. So let's go ahead and, this is already loose, so make sure that when you loosen that, it doesn't just rotate on you. And then we're going to get the bottom one. And try to be careful with this, you know, this is my first time doing this on this bike, so I'm going to be very careful with this. And then once you get it down here, just have to twist it and squeeze it out. The cable out, so there we go. That's one side, so this one should actually go much faster. So one cable is the return and one is the throttle when you gas it. So here we go, and see if I can just kind of pull it out. So if you pull it out, make sure that you know which cable goes where. So this is the top one, and sometimes things could get confusing. Top cable, I'm just going to put it off to the side this way, and maybe even like put it over there. And then if you undo the nut completely, push the rubber grommet off a little bit. That way you can slide the cable. So I'm going to put this one down here because that's the bottom part. Let's see if I can push this back. So that's the air box. And now I should be able to kind of just push it backwards. And there we go. We're gonna there we go. So now I should be able to pull that hose out. There we go. You just have to twist it. And there we go. So this is the throttle body, and we're going to clean the entire thing. But you know, honestly, it doesn't look too dirty. So I'm kind of curious to see if there's any gunk in here, but I'm going to start cleaning it. But honestly, it looks really clean. Like I mentioned before, this is my first time cleaning one of these. I've read a little bit about it, but generally it should be very simple. So you have these various bolts here, and we have sensors, so we're going to have to remove that and just clean everything out. You might want to, when you take these plates and everything off, keep the bolt with the part. That way you know where things go. This one then. Just kind of slides out. It stops this sensor from moving. There we go. Some people do remove the bolts inside here. I don't think there's much need to remove that, but I will clean the inside and blow some air throughout the entire throttle. The thing I'm going to do is also look at these sensors, make sure that everything looks kind of clean. So I'm very surprised. Clean the outside, clean the inside. And you can even get like on this, just by rotating this. Spray it in all the holes. Now the previous owner at one point told me that he cleaned it, but he put it, I think he might have put something backwards. I don't see what could be backwards. I think everything looks pretty darn good. I'm using a compressor and an air hose, and you can just kind of blow it on the inside to get rid of anything. There's various holes throughout. Because this could be moving around quite a bit. Thinking maybe it's this way. Let's just make sure that these bolts are on pretty tight. Don't strip them, of course, but they need to be tight so they don't pop out.